Welcome in everybody. Hello YouTube. Today we're doing the Petrichor quest. Petrichor. 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 We're doing the Petrichor quest for Arlecchino. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do do the quest and hopefully unlock the boss for Petrichor. So stay tuned because we're gonna get that done in like. Okay, we already did this part. Man, Petrichor is weird. Nice. What's up with you, Goldoni? Yeah, I'm not gonna try to read those big words that I don't understand. Goodbye. What's up? Welcome, travelers or traversers of dreamscapes. I am the bell ringer at the intersection clock tower, the guide that welcomes travelers to the eternal city. Oh joy, more world building. World building? Wait, did she just break the fourth wall? They know she just broke the fourth wall, man. Oh, valiant guardian, shall we find the eternal city to our left or to our right? More world building, eh? Could he be part of the same troop as those thieves from before? Yeah, leaving that aside for now, all the townspeople we ran into on the way were acting really weird. Do you know what that's about? Why everyone has gone to Maximos already? I imagine that they now dwell under the protection of saboteurs. Sebastos. Oh, so in addition to the Dark Lord Remus, we also got a Sebastos. This is getting more complicated by the minute. Dark Lord Remus, it would appear that in your journey you have crossed paths with those uncouth barbarians. That is, indeed, a blasphemous title with which they besmirch the Sebastus Remus, a mighty imperator. Sebastus Remus. Oh, so they're both the same Remus. They're the same person after all. But it is, of course, of no consequence. The Sebastus may not be defined by the narrow notions of the tribal mob. Those despicable insects may speak slander as they wish, but the wise, inspired by the noblest ideals, have yet to come forth in their droves. When the bell of eternity tolls, all that has ever come to pass shall be erased, and all will be reborn, regardless of who they are or where they are from. Be grateful and rejoice. Praise be. Here, let me update the stream title real quick. Oh, excuse me. That was not right. Boom. Stream title updated. Boy. What should we do, Imagitatus? This person seems lucid, but the stuff he's spouting is all kinds of whack. Do you think we got a sleepwalker here? Maybe he's dreaming. Hmm? Do you name me a dreamer? The symptoms do match. You know, we could be the ones who dreaming. No way, that's impossible. At least we probably aren't. Dreaming. I certainly. Bro, what the frick? Oh, yeah, he's out. Travelers from outside, halt! We didn't move. Excellent. You two look completely mentally sound. Finally, a normal person. Seriously, what's going on in this town? Before that, let's get this gentleman somewhere safe. Can't leave him. Can't leave him lying here, can we? He'll catch a cold. I mean, though the risk of catching cold may not be the most important thing right now, you still work together with a normal person and move the incoherently rambling bell ringer onto a nearby bench. Now, allow me to reintroduce myself. Call me Est. I'm a member of the town's Daydream Club. The only member present right now, though. Paimon's Paimon and she's Mass Taters. We're members of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Yeah, we're passing adventurers. Adventurers, you see. You're not here to look for the castle or whatever, are you? Wait, you introduced yourself as Est. We've heard that name before. It was you who brought the bandits into the Dark Lord's castle, was it not? I see you escaped with your life. Fabulous! Huh, what? So you've also. No, no, we're wide awake, trust us. We just don't get why everybody's saying all sorts of crazy things. Tell us about the you met in droves of bandits who saw the Shatterstones and treasure away outside town. Yeah. Oh, it's them. Where to begin? The legend of the fated castle has never been a secret. Adventurers just like them will come by looking for it every once in a while. And whether it's because the impression of the name Golden Troop conjures up is nothing more than poetic imagery, or because the castle was built millennia ago, it's more likely now than not that nothing of value remains there now. But would they ever listen? Of course not! No sooner had I brought them over to the ruins of the mountain, they began destroying statues and stuffing them into boxes like people possessed. I could not stop them alone, so I went back to town to get help. I never imagined I'd find anything but day stares and mad ramblings all around. It was like everyone had fallen under some kind of hypnotic spell. Daydream Club has researched hypnosis before, but something like this is far, far beyond our capabilities. My hypothesis is that something abnormal has occurred within the ruins, and according to the records, actually, why are we the only ones not affected? Interesting. Most interesting. Perhaps we can find a solution in the ruins. Maybe we can find treasure in the ruins. Why don't you wait here, Est? Leave the adventuring to us. If you come too, you might get turned into a golem. uh, anyway, is that your cat, Est? This is so cute. No, though the fellow who studied hypnotism would say that they are creatures with keen senses. How odd does that sound? Collar, pendant. I could have sworn I've seen that accessory before. Ah, it ran off. Anyway, ignoring the cat question for now, we should still go into the ruins first and have a look. Say, Est, how can we get there? The ruins? The mountain behind town just so happens to be the exact direction that cat ran off in. Kitty cat, yeah. Administrators, are you sure you're okay? Things are pretty murky now. Take extra care. You too, alright? We'll be back, don't you worry. Defeat the revived statue. Wait, it's a statue? Bro. I ain't even kidding. What in the freak? When I fought these things in the, whatever thing for Arakino's domain was, but never thought they were actually statues. Not bad. Not bad. Your valor would not know shame, even should it stand in the company of the Marashose hunters of old. Whoa, it's a rare shiny cat. It's a talking animal. We've seen a whole lot of really strange things on our journey. Even so, a glowing talking cat. How much supposes it still makes the rare list. One such as I shall not dwell on being called a strange thing. O chosen champions, mashed potatoes and paimon, the time has come for true heroes such as ye to step forth. Come with me into the ancient kingdom of the deep seas. We must still the chaotic symphony if we are to save the lost souls. Is this part of the world building too? All right, I'm the hero of the journal begin. Could it be like one of the Yai publishing houses novels? The ones with the he was our companion in the last life, but only he inherited the memories kind of plot. What, like that time I got reincarnated as a slime kind of crap? What? Speaking of, just who are you? I must start from the beginning. Very well. Or Oran Oranides of Oranopolis is my name, a spirit keeper of the ancient realm. Or a what? Nides from where now? Oh, what's a tongue twister? I was just gonna call you Oz for short. That's close enough, right? What do you think? Meow meow. Meow meow. It appears that I cannot command this body as I wish, to the extent that bestial behaviors may even overbear me from time to time. If, from the beginning, I could have only. Ahem! As the two of you can see, the boundaries between past and present have begun to blur thanks to the influence of this chaotic symphony. It is for this reason that I too have awoken. For now, the affected area is yet small. The inhabitants of Petrichor. Petrichor! Give me a second. Petrichor have had their souls taken away. They exist in that maddened, dreamlike state because the symphony has temporarily granted them identities and memories to fill the void left behind. It is as if a vessel filled with pure water has had its contents replaced with a wondrous wine. An apt description, considering that those are memories of ancient history gifted by the symphony. What Paimon thinks. What you're saying is the townspeople of Perigord have had their souls stolen, and their bodies have been possessed. That sounds scary. Yes, the effective area isn't very large yet. It is correct, mashed potatoes. Of course, eventually, even the courts of Oh, wait, they call me by my name! Even the court of Fontaine will be consumed if the chosen hero cannot restore harmony to the chaotic melody. Nothing else to it. I am the hero, after all. Yeah, alright then, Ozzy. Oz, lead the way. Thank you so much. The road to the ancient realm lies beneath this spring you see before you. I have caused the seal on the hidden path to manifest. Give me a second. Eh. Next, I shall activate the device that maintains the seal. Bro, what? There we go. Now then, help me retrieve the hop strings, and I shall thus be able to break the seal completely and open the way. Show me the way. Okay. Now then, let us go onto the fated castellum of gold. A fated golden cast? Est mentioned something like that about the legend of the fated castle too, right? Aren't we talking about these ruins? Nay, nay, these are but scraps on the surface. The true castle lies deeper underwater. You sure do know much more than the cats in town, huh, Ozzy? Ozzy, 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 Ozzy. Compare me to the cats in town. Such. Follow closely and try not to get lost then. He just jumped down. Can cats swim? It feels like these statues are staring at us. They won't suddenly attack, right? Difficult to say. Perhaps the golem you defeated earlier climbed up from here. Oh, crap. That's just terrifying. Is it too late to swim back now? Yes, we're in the current. It is too late. Sorry, Paimon. Following a cat. Schmack. Lead the way, kitty cat. Kitty cat. Paimon didn't think there'd be such a huge space down below. Guess you do know your stuff, Ozzy. This is but the tip of the iceberg. Once an entire nation and the land upon which it was built sank beneath the waves, and my mission is to prevent that which has sunk from resurfacing. Or so I believe. Poof, and just like that, you suddenly seem a lot less reliable. Well, what I am but a cat that knows an inkling more than those in town. What am I? Anyway, we are the sole arbiters of whether or not the souls of the townsfolk can safely return to their bodies. So eyes up now. The fated castle is just through that great gate. Let us continue onward. Yeah, boy. Bro, what the frick? How are you so fast, Ozzy? I'm a cat after all, so appearing into... Bro! Don't let those trifling things outside the window interfere with our relentless march forward. We have work to do. Bro, what in the... Flying books. Lost grimoire. Okay. Wow, Paimon bets a lot of people can live in a huge castle like this. But of course, and not just people either. Ah, there you go again, saying creepy stuff with a straight face. Oh, fret not. Surely heroes such as yourselves would dispatch any hidden ghosts or phantoms without breaking a sweat. Hidden ghosts or phantoms? And what is this? An exquisite box? Seems like a music box of some kind. Still, it doesn't seem to fit in too well with its surroundings. Good eye, that is indeed a music box, but just if I have knowledge behind. But this music box has functions beyond most others. What? Can I speak to? My, I didn't think you would be so catty. That did not cross my mind. Regrettably, 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 it does not have such a function. For now, at least. For now? Hey! What is it, like Spotify Premium? Anyway, even those who lack any musical knowledge can freely operate the power of the symphony using this box. We will have use of it later, I am sure. Huh, but isn't this because the symphony has gone all wacky and all that townsfolk turned into whatever they are now? So what if Mashed Taters presses the wrong button or something? The symphony here may also become chaotic. What sort of clumsy clod do you take me for, Paimon? Paimon's just thinking about the worst case scenario. Maybe Ozzy might jump out from a corner and scare you. One of these unmoving might start moving around, or maybe traps might spring out from the walls and the ground. Any of those could happen, right? At peace, now. You need not be so fretful. The symphony was mighty, beautiful, and glorious once, an existence that shouldered golden ideals. That it sows chaos upon the surface was a mere mishap of misalignment, the result of evildoers misusing great, glorious power. But for a mashed, surely she would wield its power correctly. Yeah, that's a lot of trust you're putting in us. It might be more accurate to say that I have no other option. I am a mere cat at present, after all. Should I wish to make use of the music box myself, it might prove somewhat difficult. We have spoken the, we have spoken this much. Now, to put things to the test, remember the strings we got from the harp in the ruins? Those were in truth the skulls on which the symphony was recorded. So long as you place the score into the box shall play its tune all on its own. Oh, that's cool. The cinematics are pretty good. Oh, this is cool. Lost time. It is said that the first terrestrial creatures emerged from more oceans. The lands were fertile, producing all in abundance. The gifts bestowed by fate were so ample that it seemed as if the land itself was specially prepared for them. Weaving melody accompanies the swift ship as it cuts through the azure waves. The outlander gently plucks at the harp strings, telling his companion, "From here to the ends of till that day comes." Bro, bro, this is cool. Oh, this is friggin' cool. Should have been doing this to begin with. Cuts to the azure waves. From here to the ends of the sea, all of this I give to thee, until that day comes. Okay, that's all it was. Oh, it's a pretty happy tune. Paimon's feeling all warm and fuzzy inside. Seems the box still functions. Well, now, are we not safe? Wait, so you weren't even sure if it would work or not? Not completely. One cannot judge a box by its cover. Do you not concur? Paimon gets the feeling that you're not talking about the box at all, but never mind that. What should we do now? The chaotic symphony must be here. If we can locate it, we can retrieve the souls that have been taken from the townsfolk. Let's have a look around for starters. A reasonable judgment. If memory serves, the castle has a great many strange rooms. Perhaps they are worth investigating first. Also, the castle's central hall plays host to a mysterious stage, though no more plays shall ever be performed there. It was once an entrance to a place deeper underwater still, where the power of the symphony yet lingers. Must go and check for any further anomalies there. Deeper still? Indeed. I wonder what awaits us there. Okay, now's not the time to leave us hanging, Ozzy. You're a surprisingly petty one, aren't you? Still, before the riddle may be solved, we must first find the clues that await us in the castle. Come, let us away. The automatic symphony seems to be from a now destroyed civilization. You can use power to release two types of sound waves. Resonate entities that pause sound wave can cause specific to stop moving. Continuously hold to activate a play sound wave, which will cause objects in the area to start moving or reactivate entities affected by pause. Just music notes float above objects that can be influenced by the power of the symphony when they resonate. Okay, cool. The shadow over Petrichor was completed. Nice. Wow! Strange fish was so huge. Lost grimoire. What'll this do?
What a stroke of good luck!
What?
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
So this is the level I'm currently on. Oh, that's cool. I'll just stop moving. Nice. Ozzy. Meow meow. Pet him. What does this do? I can pet the cat! I can pet the cat. They've been giving us what we asking for. I want to pet the dogs, but okay. This is not what I was expecting. Okay. I'm sorry. Are the paws okay? Okay, fine, fine. Rude much? Okay, it's kind of lame. I was hoping for something more decent, but okay. About these books, fascinating. No, these books have all been infused with the mysterious power of the symphony. They can be activated using the melodies of the music box. Well done. It looks as if you can now skillfully manipulate the musical might. I was right to put my faith in you. There are many books like this one in the castle. Back in the day, nay, let us not dwell on the past. I believe you fully capable of discovering the mysteries within. Bro, what? It's a strange shiny fish again. Feels like it's been following us from the outside all this time. How weird. Paimon, have you witnessed so little of the world as to find such things as strange? Oh, not underwater. Is it not ordinary to see all manner of fish about? But this guy looks anything but ordinary. And his voice, I've heard it before. Seriously? You mean from the dream you had before? This part of the sea outside is like the castle. It belongs to the past. It is something that should have been forgotten. Once, if one ceaselessly calls out to a monster that's been blotted from memory, they might yet jump out and cause trouble. It is wise to be cautious. It is for the best if we simply treat it as an ordinary fish. Make everything sound so scary, Ozzy. Are you trying to creep us out or something? I said, oh, I simply mean to avoid unnecessary complications. After all, our top priority is to receive the surface dweller's souls, no? It just so happens that there's a blank score before us. We simply need to use the music box and tune the auto harmonic reed pipes on either side, and we can attain it. Go and give it a go. Yep. I want to pet you. Extract! What's up? The score's totally blank. It looks like I won't be able to play it with the music box either. What are we going to do with it then? There's nothing here. That means that any melody can be written upon it. Nice. We'll be able to make use of this. Nice. Oh, goodness. Yeah, oh, okay. Insert random One Punch Man reference. Boom. I'm funny. You may not, but I do. Bro, what? This is the stage you spoke of earlier, Ozzy. And are Paimon's eyes deceiving her, or is this the mural on top moving? It's kind of spooky. That terrifying power couldn't be escaping from here, could it, Ozzy? Hey, Ozzy? Ozzy! Are you spacing out? Meow. Ah, my apologies. I was distracted for a moment. Did you want to perform on the stage? Is that why you're feeling nostalgic or something like that? Did you play a cat? That seems unlikely. I might have, or I might not. It was all in the past either way, utterly irrelevant. What matters now is the sense of discord I smell in the air, as though some presence, one that makes me uneasy, once visited this place. I fear the specifics may only be ascertained once we have performed the score here. There's one here too? Pound didn't notice. Well, you may have seen skulls shaped like strings, but you may not have seen those shaped like murals. One such is before you. Oh, so the pictures are moving because it's actually a score? Yes. Did we not find a blank score before? Uh, it is now time to perform it. Please do the honors. Oh, so the oh, that's interesting. Can I pet you? I want to pet you. Your leg. Even an ordinary cat won't let you touch your tail. Install! Bro, teleport! Osmanthus wine. Oh, wait, not. Not only do we have the same hardy skin, but in our veins flows the same divine essence. We share the same wisdom and melody, the same will. What? Someone's coming out of the mural. It has been too long, dear friend. How many years since that day? 500? Thousands? Still, time matters not to us at all. You may still be in this small body now, but I recognized you in an instant. Well, have you tired of battle and decided to take up a rat catching as a new hobby? It's you. And what is he exactly? A monster? A ghost? Or could he be the real Dark Lord? Dark Lord? Pah! Barbarians remain barbarians, I see. Ignorance, even if their own ignorance. Well, if they're ignorant of their ignorance, how are they supposed to know they're ignorant? Bro, is he Timaeus and Dr. Ratio combined? Boethius of Remoria. I, foremost harbost of Phobos. You need not introduce yourself. I have no interest of the titles peddled by primitives. You know this rude fellow, Ozzy. I do not deny it, but need you be so formal, Cassiodor? Do our years of service under our Sebastus, our god king, matter so little to you? Past is past. I do not know how you, I do not know how you, whose soul has long been shattered, have manifested, but it seems that the chaotic symphony is your doing, and none other. Cease, return the souls of those who live in the present, and go back to the shadow, beneath the deep waters where you belong. This is my final warning to you. And what then? Will you continue wearing your mask of hypocrisy, traitor? Will you shut your eyes and ears for another millennium? But you have noticed, haven't you, why my melody would break its bonds at this time and affect the present? Why my strength has given me the might to open the gates into the deep waters, allowing me to manifest. The power of the sea surges, Cassiodor. The return of Phobos is imminent. Phobos? The frig is Phobos? Yes, indeed. Over these thousands of years, I have already bound my soul to the shattered Phobos. The the omniscient enigma, the great power, is about to finally descend once again, and this is not the wish that we have failed to accomplish. Bro, this is like an anime monologue. Bro's the main villain. To repeat the past is to give the ancient tragedy an encore, nor have I ever wanted to sacrifice innocent lives. Is that so? Well, not that it matters, Cassiodor. The world you have defended is coming apart at the seams. The people of bygone times you see before you shall return to their rightful places. Fontaine's existence is a mistake, one we shall correct. When the oceans swallow it, Remurio shall rise above the sea once again, and his light shall shine over the land. How can you call it a mistake? You're the mistaken one. We should have assimilated into this new nation thousands of years ago, but it was you who warped them into puppets of ancient hate. Whether that Phobos matters, true or false, as long as my will is not dissipated, your schemes will not succeed. Do you mean to say, then, that we should abandon our honor as Remurians and degenerate into mere base insects? How could I ever allow my kin to return in those bags of decaying flesh and become slave to fate once more. It seems that the millennia have not led you to accept Remuria's downfall. If anything, you have grown more obstinate still. Perhaps it is in our stubbornness alone that we are quite similar. I thought that the long years would have rendered you willing to once more stand by our side. You betrayed the tribe that birthed you, and you betrayed Remuria. You may still have become the Golden Hunter, but you cannot remove the brand of the Sebastus that marks you still. You will always be a Remurian. Remurians have long ceased to exist. Save in your delusions, the world of old has passed away. Bro, this is coming from a cat. Of course, of course. Also, it was meant to be. But now the border between past and present has faded. If you insist on becoming the enemy of our ancient realm and sailing me once more in a cage buried beneath the waves, then those Fontanians you wish to protect, yes, all of Petrichor, shall be buried as one. No, no. We won't let that happen. That is not up to you, insolent savage. When that time comes, your lowly flesh will be rendered as dust, but your souls will join with ours and take the next step of evolution. You shall bestow upon you paternal, resilient bodies, that you may never again suffer mortal pain. Hmm. Should you have words of gratitude, I will hear them. You gotta be kidding me. It's not something we'd be thankful for at all. Just like those puppets who danced as you performed, those pitiable slaves and servants, those poor children, everything was stripped from them, as you still speak with such conviction. All things have their price. Narrow personal opinions are but refused to be discarded as a higher class of beings such as I. Besides, as I see it, they are the ideal form of humanity, adhering unerringly to the perfect order. You're absolutely nuts. And despicable, too. Despicable? Ha! And what would you call that Cassiodor did to us thousands of years ago then? By comparison, this is nothing. Ah, but patience. We should have a good long talk. But not here, no. We shall speak beneath the deep waters and the deepest bowels of our ancient realm, where everything began. The realm awakens, Cassiodor. You're the sole survivor of our fallen realm, the sole Remurian left with free will, and you have left us for far too long. You must return to us and listen to the lamentation and anger of the long years. Perhaps then you shall be more receptive to my symphony and to the arrangement of Phobos. I will await you in the royal city of Remuria, in the Domus Aurea, where the Sebastus plead his melody. I will, of course, extend the appropriate hospitality to the souls from which the present before your arrival. Should you still remain absolute when the time comes, their souls will naturally receive their release. And as for you, you're not part of Phobos' plan, and yet the great symphony shall in no wise cast any audience away. Do enjoy the passing prelude I have prepared for you. If fortune proves favorable, we shall meet again. Bro? Ah, bro!
Feeling lucky?
Well, that'll shut him up. What do we do now, though? If we want to save the souls of the townspeople, we're gonna have to head to the Domus or Aria, whatever that super rude, duper arrogant guy talked about, right? As you might recall, we weren't exactly invited. Since when have we ever needed an invitation to crash from bad guy's party? All right, but from what he said, he seems to have known Ozzy for a long time. Said they worked for the Sebastus or whatever. We need to go have a good talk before we go. Cassiodor! If you have anything you'd like to ask me this time, I shall tell you all I know. Yeah, tell us about Remoria. That's where you and that rude fellow are both from, right, Ozzy? Seems to be an ancient nation. Very well. The story begins with all the court of Fontaine as you know it was born. The Sebastus Remus founded a nation above the high sea that is Fontaine, and the ancestors of the present day Fontanians named him the Dark Lord Remus in their terror. Before it sank, the body of water was a great part of Fontaine, the Great Fontaine Lake, and the location of the capital of Remuria was cited. As such, these waters have the same properties as those of Fontaine. Wait, so we're actually in the ruins of Remuria right now? Indeed, but where the tale differs, it's commonly told history is. The people of Remuria were not ordinary humans like Fontanians. Rather, they were a new race. Their bodies were cast of stone, with ichor for blood. Asbestos gave us such bodies in hope that we could escape the prisons of our rotten flesh and fate. His great vision was that we should all grasp the power of the symphony and thereby escape the shackles of Fortuna, becoming the masters of our own destiny. So the stone statues we saw on our way here were your kid? Precisely so. I fear they have long since lost their free will. However, becoming mindless slaves, worse off by far than the humans of old, easily perishable though they are. Wait, in that case, why are you a cat? I'm a cat for now. And one's will and soul are more important than one's body, are they not? Regardless, it was the Sebastus who gave me a new life. We once possessed all of the high sea, countless cities and palaces, flowers and flowing wine, and yet fate found us all the same. After returning from the deepest depths of the sea, the Sebastus used ichor to create imperishable bodies for the people. And still, the prophesied future did not change. Our god king believed that it was because human souls could not escape the gravity of fate, and so he wrote the symphony, a music that could weave destiny. He believed that through this he had found a way to resist fate, but instead that path led us into utter darkness step by step. And in the end, the entire kingdom sank beneath the waves, as though it had been smote by divine judgment. No, I fear that even he did not foresee such an outcome, though all the same, that is what happened. If you have anything you'd like to ask me, okay. But tell us about your impudent friend. Right, and he called you Cassidor or something, right? Aren't you called or something? Since I've traversed many bodies, I have had many names. Of course, it's all thanks to Sebastus, who separated my soul from the Grand Symphony. A convenient ability indeed. You weren't planning on puppeteering one of us at some point, were you? Meow? Meow meow? Very convenient. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So who would have thought such a cute little cat would consider doing something so horrible? Hey, wait a second. This means you weren't even a cute kitty in the first place. Well, be that as it may, my staters, you're used to playing the courageous savior, are you not? I, too, play the role I know. Well, albeit in an unfamiliar form. But back to Boethius. 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 He was not always evil. He was the noble Harmost of Remoria, and the sole survivor following the great catastrophe that befell. The original purpose of the Golden Castellum was to unify our surviving kin and prevent the catastrophe of the rising waters from ever occurring again. But evidently, Boethius had his own designs. While I and my companions ranged across the land, struggling mightily to contain the power of the primordial waters, he used his eloquent tongue to sway those who remained. He initiated a fell ritual that aimed to restore the shattered symphony and revive the ruined realm. To this end, he did not hesitate to dissolve the will of our kin and plunder the souls of Fontanians everywhere. Many rulers and nobles became his pawns, and Polites, newly born, lay on the brink of destruction. To stop him, who had by now clearly become a monster, I could only forsake my name and become one who hunts phantoms, resisting him alongside the Fontanians. Bitter was the conflict before we were at last able to seal both him and the sea that had devoured our nation. And that's why he names you traitor. I followed the Sebastus precisely because he had shown me that golden dream, a land where prejudice and difference were no more, a land of justice and freedom. But that was what it had become after Lemuria sank. No more than a dream. I would rather be called a traitor than let Boethius trample on our ideals. I swore upon fate that I would serve as the barrier between past and present. Thus did become the spirit keeper of our ancient land. Pretty interesting. Guess Mr. Impolite's a pretty stubborn guy, huh? Even after getting beaten up and sealed, he's still looking to break out and cause trouble. I had thought that even if evil lingered in him, his soul had long been broken, and that he would remain naught but discordant notes, a symphony plunged into strife. Never thought that he would weave his shattered self into the symphony and thus gain mastery over it. The discord and dissonance that now emanates from these waters can be regarded as an extension of his power. If we are to defeat him, I fear we must await the moment when all his soul fragments have gathered around one body. Phobos. Where should I even begin? The symphony is the human memory and persona woven into a melody through musical notation, creating a song in which human souls can dwell and have their wishes fulfilled. In that way, too, in that way, to master the symphony is to master fate. That is the secret that the great golden bee Silbilla, 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 the great golden bee Sibylla, 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 the prophet who survived the previous cycle, imparted the Sebastus who created the symphony pour these melodies into the insoluble ichor in hopes that all might control their own fates through playing that music. He overestimated us, I fear, for his deeds terrified us. The people could not bear the burden of fate, and they begged their god and superiors for guidance. At the request of the people, Sebastus wrote all melodies into the grandest of melodies. This new symphony would bring us the greatest of happiness, and its name was Phobos. What did not bring was promised, huh? Indeed, you saw how it all ended, didn't you? Had the Sebastian's plan worked, the symphony would have woven a melody of utmost gentleness for all, an eternity that would last 1,000 years and beyond. But something went wrong. Besides the Sebastian himself, only said superiors, a harmost, could have changed Phobos's melody, and Boethius wasn't an excellent harmost. So bro changed the melody. That's crazy. So what's the dreamscape I saw? You tell of the strange dream you saw before. Ah, yes, those were indeed memories left by whom I served, the Sebastus, the god king Remus. Though I do not understand how you were able to see them, but I do not think you need to worry. If this chaotic symphony was enough to control you, it would have done so long ago on the surface. But that has not happened, yes? Speaking of which, why hasn't S defected? Is he just especially gifted? I do have some idea, but it might be best to wait for the right time to speak of that. Now, here we go again with the cliffhangers. Don't forget to tell us, alright? In any case, since you can see these things meshed, that means that some fragments of Sebastus' will and memory remains in this underwater symphony. Long millennia have I searched, and if you could torch some more of these memories, perhaps I may find the answers I've sought all this time. The great waves cannot hurt a god, even should their crests scrape the very skies, and yet the Sebastus disappeared without a trace when our nation fell into the depths. He would not have sat idly by as his nation and people drowned in blood. So where did he go? Or was his passing Remulier's true death knell? Okay, very well. If there's anything else you wish to know, do not hesitate to ask me. Guess we're heading for the Dominator next, so we can meet that rude guy, right? It's gonna be dangerous for sure, but I will continue to guide you. It is, after all, my homeland. Though it may be sunk to the bottom of the sea, I remember the path still, even after all these millennia. Also, I believe. Don't let us down, Count. If you encounter difficulties, you may count on me. Don't forget that I am far stronger than an ordinary cat. Every time Pyro remembers that you're actually an ancient person from thousands of years ago, it just feels wrong that we're calling you Ozzy. But your full name is way too long, so mm, let's just call him Monsieur Oz. Then, what do you think? Is it polite enough? A name to me is nothing more than a label, but as this represents your acknowledgement, Paimon, I would gladly accept it. Let's move out then. It wouldn't be too bad to keep our root friend rating, but the townspeople can't wait that long. It'll be over after this, right? Right. Once you Oz. Wait, can I pet it now? I want to pet him. What will I do with you? Oh, he's so sweet. Oh, 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 he loves it. Yeah. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Really, now not even a trace of the civilization remains. Well, goodbye. See, battle gone. Oh, that's a big fish. I never thought we'd run into it here too. Hmm. Big fish. Fish. Meow. Oh wait. There's something there. Okay, it's okay. Oh, look at the cat. It's easy cat. Bro. Bro, what in the friggity diggity? Bro, what in the what? Looks like, just like that glowing fish we saw before. And there's still some weird things tingling around the top nearby. What the heck is going on? Palmer's getting more and more confused. I've heard this voice in a dream before. Can't remember his name anymore though. And yes, you must have met him in the Sebastus dream, did you not? Skyla, a fell dragon who once served the Sebastus. He was subdued and sealed here by Boethius. Mr. Superroot subdued an evil dragon. Palmer didn't think he could do something that amazing. Well, fell dragon was the name they gave, but it was no more than a Vishap that was a teensy bit stronger than normal. After all, no new Hydro dragon could be born so long as the mistress of many waters hibernated in the deep seas. Never thought the Vishaps could get this large. After all, they are little more than uncultured barbarians. It would be unsurprising if they grew into something much stranger. In any case, the evil dragon, Skyla, was once Sebastus's friend, but he revolted at the critical junction in the showdown between us Remurians and the Fontanians. At that time, Skyla led the brutal Dragonborn to Makimos, intent on breaching the inner city Capitolium where Sebastus resided. Makimos? Mashimos? Yeah, the people in that. Yeah, people in the town were always talking about some Mashimos and a bell tower or something. Correct. Makimos is the outer city of the capital, but the fell dragon wished. But should the fell dragon wish to enter the inner city, he must pass through the Initium Yan. Yeah, okay. That is the barrier separating the inner and outer parts of the capital, and the symphony weaved by Sebastus and and the musicians which covered all of Remuria passed through the Initium Manu and its golden waterways. Both he and his legions used this fact to shut the Initium out of it, thus finally sealing the evil dragon. Something's not right about that story. The dreamscape from before, back then. Skyla should have come and seen Remus before. Perhaps Skyla sought to go before the Sebastus throne, but such an opportunity is now forever lost. After crap, did you recall something, my shaders? It all feels a bit muddled. That is true. Only I heard tell of the events after it all transpired myself, having not been in the capital when the disaster struck. Then None knew what had happened before the Sebastus. I fear that we can only learn more by proceeding further. This large glowing fish that we saw in the castle must be the thought that escaped from fissures in Skylar's stony cell. I fear that he has already taken notice of our presence. Having been sealed here for so long, now that he's finally sensed outsiders, he will naturally find a way to lure us in. True. So that's it? Hang on a minute. You said that the way to Damas, alright, yeah, is to pass through those gates or something. But hasn't but yeah, shown already? Doesn't this mean there's no way of getting through? This will prove quite tricky, yes. Ah, there's gotta be a limit to how rude you can be. I thought this all the wait for your dumbest ha 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 nonsense. Why don't you even leave the door open, huh? You know, why don't we find some way to break the seals on the evil dragon and get the former foe he beat to break the door down for us? No, how could we do such a thing? I mean, after that is one of Remorius' nemesis. But the enemy of my enemy is my friend, no? That's right, it's been so long. For all you know, he might have decided to turn over a new leaf and be a nice dragon. But he's still a dragon. Oh, come on, so what? Even if he is a dragon, he might be the reasonable kind we can talk with. We've got experience in dealing with dragons, don't we, Mash? Oh, I mean, there was that one time with Dvalin. Yep, that bit where he kicked up a storm, Mondstadt, while under the influence of a curse. We had a big fight because of it, too. Those examples weren't even very convincing, were they? Yeah, he doesn't really know about that, does he? Come on, Ozzy. No amount of suspicious looks is going to suddenly give us better options. I know, you're right. Let's give it a try. The seals that bind the evil dragon seem to be connected to three locations. Let's begin by removing the chains in those three places. Bro. Come on, man. Okay. This quest is going to take forever. Multiple streams. I got some primos for it, though. Um, I think that's going to be it for now. To be completely honest, there's a lot to still do, and I don't have the time right now. So probably sometime next week. I don't know. But thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, like. A lot of dialogue today. Some pretty good voice acting. Pretty proud of that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.